I think there are two possibilities when we talk about the future of humanity. And these are two possibilities that actually were spoken of a long time ago. Virtually every religion speaks about, ultimately, at the end, two possibilities. And really, to make it really simple, we can simply call those two possibilities, one of them being heaven and one of them being hell, or paradise, or suffering, essentially. I think ultimately, as human beings, we are being pushed to make a choice between these two possibilities. And we're getting to a place in life and in the world where the gray area is beginning to disappear. We're being forced to go one way or the other. And life is either becoming extremely difficult, or it's becoming, for some, extremely pleasant. And the burden of making the wrong choice is becoming so painful that it's almost unbearable. It's becoming too much for most people to carry. And hopefully that pain or that struggle or that suffering will be enough for people to sort of awaken or question and make an adjustment in where they're at, so that while there's still the opportunity to do so, while they still have time on this planet, on this life, to be able to alter their choices, so they can begin to experience a life of greater joy and happiness and prosperity. Ultimately, I think as human beings, individually and collectively, we have one of these two choices. And a lot of times, we don't change until we need to. We typically resist change until it becomes critical to our survival. And we're practically at that point now. We are at the precipice, globally. If we don't change, if enough people don't make the right choices, we will most likely destroy ourselves, or this planet will destroy us, because we've become a threat not only to ourselves, but to the existence and life of this very planet that we live on. It's incredible to think that, as small as we are, we have gotten to a point technologically where we can literally destroy the very planet that we live on. And that is not the purpose for which we were created, to live almost as a parasite. We were created to live really in a much more harmonious relationship with our environment and with one another. And I'm hopeful that enough people will be able to pursue the path of their own personal growth and spiritual evolution, and make this leap forward to a greater state of consciousness, or a higher state of consciousness, which is not rooted in the ego, which can only experience life through suffering and through conflict and through violence. There is an alternative. And really, ultimately, this is the two choices we have in our lives, in each single day and in every single moment. We are choosing between these two possibilities: heaven or hell, peace or suffering, abundance and prosperity, or scarcity and lack. And through the Spiritual Excellence Program, we are really going to do our best to educate and assist people to be able to make the right choice every single day and in every single moment, to be able to choose peace rather than suffering.